Hello, my darlings. Good evening, and welcome to a special Vamily holiday edition of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle ATL By Night. Tonight's episode is titled, Blessed is the Match. Now, let's welcome our vampires for this evening.
My name is Zachary Vaudo, and I'll be playing Anton Krovopolskov.
My name is Leona Rör, and I'll be playing Thomasina Elena Cuesta.
Tyler Sutherland playing Aaron Ulrich.
Hi, I'm Renee Cooper, and I'm playing Hexadecimal.
Dustin Fletcher, our very own Cyrus, as well as our special guests tonight, Wes Franks of Carrying Comfort Studios and Ian Muller of Gehenna Gaming, will be joining us at a dramatically appropriate moment. First off, I want to say a very big thank you to World of Darkness and Outstar for inviting us to be a part of this. We are super happy to be here, and we're very happy to be bringing our story to you. So, without further ado, let's sit back and relax, and let's tell a vampire story. Let's begin a few weeks ago, and remember back to a confrontation in the woods, in front of a waterfall, where a kindred met the one who made him, and barely got out alive. We see a figure stumbling slowly down an alleyway, moving with wavering steps, blood slowly dripping off the tips of his fingers and onto the cold asphalt of the dark alley. Bits of flesh still stuck to his teeth. The figure stumbles into a wall and looks out towards the empty street, forcing himself off the wall, blood smearing along it as he staggers towards a matte black car parked just off the side of the alley. Not even noticing the blood dripping from his chin and onto his scarf, he struggles to get the door open as he nearly falls in, placing his rifle in the passenger seat, and he peels out in a jerky motion heading down I-75. Cirrus. He ran that night and ran quickly to the only place he knows to be safe, the only place that's made him feel any connection, the haven of the shepherds, the coterie tasked with bringing in all the lost childer orphaned by the final nights. Cyrus's driving is frantic and erratic as he speeds down the highways and into the driveway of the coterie's home, and unfortunately sees the wooden fence about a moment too late, and slams on the brakes, but the car doesn't respond quick enough as he crashes into the fence. Shepherds, you hear a loud bang from outside, just outside the house. What would you like to do?
I'm up and racing towards whatever it is at that point, because sounds like we're under attack as far as I can tell. So
I think we have cameras outside of the house.
Yes, you do.
I'm pulling up the feed so I can see before I go outside.
Outside, you see Cyrus's car slammed into the fence.
Okay, it's not good.
I'm headed to wherever Hex is because I know exactly what she's pulling up.
Okay, and so you too see it is indeed Cyrus's car crashed.
This doesn't look good. He still kind of scares me. Should we go out and meet him?
I hate to question this, but do we know it's him in the car?
Anton's
I
already
would
out there.
assume it is, but
Okay.
Anton's already out there.
All right, Anton's already out there because he forgets cameras exist. Let's go down for backup.
And
Do
Aaron,
Do
what are
you see
you
any other cars with him? Is it just him?
The car has tinted windows, so you do not know at this point.
I will follow Anton outside and flick on Eyes of the Beast to see a little clearer in the dark.
Okay. And so the door of the car flings open, and a figure falls out of it onto the gravel of the driveway. And it is Cyrus. Cyrus, if you would like to join us.
Oh, this is bad.
What the absolute fuck? Come on, Aaron. I'm just gonna arms under Cyrus, just try to pick him up. the absolute fuck happened here?
I'm gonna start running down to get outside.
Made it. Am I here?
You're here. You're here. What the fuck happened? Who did this to you?
Most of the blood isn't mine.
I'm not terribly
God, it
surprised.
hurts. Oh,
We need to get him inside.
Yeah.
What will calm you laying down upside
Go ahead
down?
and
Inside, Aaron, feet. Grab his feet.
Yep.
go
I'm
ahead and get him
up.
inside. I'm gonna head to the car and I'm gonna try and make sure that it's off, and then just check the inside for anything that I can see.
it's like my blood is boiling from the inside. Ugh.
Storyteller, do you see anything other than guns in here?
No.
I'm gonna look to Anton. This is not my specialty. What?
His blood is boiling from the inside. I do not like what this implies. This is a technique that none of my kind have learned in this city on purpose. This is bad. Come. And just up and in. And there's Carrie and Cyrus with Aaron grabbing his legs into the house to a couch.
I'll follow.
And so you take him into the house, into the couch of the living room, in the dull evening light. Cyrus is more hurt than you've ever seen him before.
I don't know first aid for kindred, but can I check for any gashes or wounds that might be seeping?
Yes. Give me, let's do wits and medicine.
Sweet. That is 4 successes, no crits.
Okay. There do not appear to be any gashes or hits. This all appears to have been blood from other people. Cyrus himself seems to be suffering more internal pain.
Anton, do we need to get him downstairs somewhere colder? I have no idea if that'll help.
No, it's not an actual fire. It is this is if it's what I think it is. This is sorcery. But I do not know who would have done this. Cyrus, I need you to focus. I'm just gonna grab the side of his head, just try to keep him steady. I need you to focus. I need you to tell me who did this. What happened? Focus, please. Focus.
Killed her.
Who?
My wife.
Is this the person that you asked me to look into?
I didn't know who she was then.
But you know now.
Did his wife do this to him?
No, I don't think so. Unless this is more to the story. Cyrus, did she do this? Who did this?
My sire.
Oh.
Why would they do this to you?
Because they sent me to kill her. And I didn't.
Yikes.
Do we have any spare supplies? Hex, have you pulled any blood at all from your resources? We will have to figure it out. I can talk. We can ask around for later, but do we have anything left that we can get him? Anything at all?
I haven't seen any.
are-
I haven't gotten anything personally.
You have
Nothing at the-
acquired a small stash of maybe 4 blood bags, but no telling if those will help Cyrus that much.
So
You
we
need-
have 4 emergency bags left.
Yeah.
Do you need to eat? Do you need...
Oh, I already fed. That's what I'm wearing.
Okay.
It's not. It's more like my blood is boiling. I
Get it?
don't know.
The only way through this is to focus. Focus. Just like both hands, side of the head, just keeping him steady. You have to focus and heal. It will be very, very difficult, but you have to heal. It's the only way. I need you to focus on getting through this. You are Banu Hakim. Yes, you can focus yourself.
I don't know what I am.
No, you
Regardless, focus and heal.
They took everything from me. My memories. I don't know what I am. I don't even know if I am Banu Hakim at this point.
You are Cyrus, Scourge of Atlanta. And you are with friends. And you must focus to heal, or this will just get worse.
I will heal in time. This is my penance for failing.
Do you
Failing
know
them and failing her.
if you failed? Do you know if that person is following you?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and check the cams and just ping me if there's any more anything else happens or if I can help.
It's good. That's very good. Thank you. Thank you, Hex.
And so, Hex, you run upstairs to the cameras, but you know from your own experience with people of your own clan, this might be a pretty fruitless endeavor. If somebody does not want to be seen coming, they won't be.
I'm gonna set up, just to make sure, some sort of notification from the computer to my device, to my phone,
Okay.
just to make sure if there's any sort of anything, I can get that. I'm gonna grab some of my industrial headphones that I just have,
Okay.
Bluetooth headphones, and bring them downstairs.
All right. And so, you're heading back downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Coterie, what are you doing?
Okay.
I just have Cyrus's head in my hands, just trying to keep him steady.
Okay. And so Hex and you enter the room to see Anton doing all he can to help Cyrus focus.
This may not work, but is there something we can immerse you in to get you back on track? You need to rest a bit and focus, as Anton says.
Last night, I broke into... No, not last night. A few nights ago, I broke into Emery, seeing if I can find out more on this Dr. Gilbert. I was sent here to kill her, and I could never pull the trigger. I don't know why. While I was there, she entered and it triggered something, a memory that was taken.
Is that... I'm sorry. Is that normal practice for Banu Hakim to completely wipe the slate clean before they... I don't know.
I don't know. What? I don't know. I still don't know. It's still cloudy.
It would make sense if they're making assassins to cut off attachments, I suppose.
What do you know
Tilly.
more of this? Oh,
Sorry. Can we get in touch with Tilly? Maybe she can help set your head in the right direction.
Somebody.
Tilly's not gonna help me. Because I ate her child.
It wouldn't hurt to ask. Or perhaps your new assistant Scourge, your co-Scourge, Georgina, might be of assistance.
Yes.
Somebody.
I don't know who that is.
You'll like
will.
it.
All I know is I took everything from her so she would not remember me.
Your wife.
I was surveillancing her when he found me. He knows everything.
Everything.
She's dead. I know it.
wow.
Until we have confirmation. I
She's
know
the
that you
one.
did what you had to.
There's more. I know why they wanted me to kill her.
Why?
Because she's the doctor creating synthetic blood.
The synthetic blood that
That Aaron,
the
I don't
synthetic-
think she knows who she's working for.
But she is making blood for the Second Inquisition, regardless.
She thinks she's saving lives.
They all.
I'm gonna text very quick my sire, Dr. Carter, over at
Yes.
Emory, and just ask him if he can find out if Dr. Gilbert, I think her name was, has been on campus in the past couple days.
Okay.
And put my phone away.
All right. I will remember that.
I'm gonna text Dot and just say, are you here? Like, are you here? Question mark.
Okay, so Dot Matrix, the Nosferatu Primogen, and your sire. And you get a text back pretty quickly. And it says, "No, should I be?"
I'm gonna respond and say, we'll talk soon, very soon. Give me moments, and
Okay.
send that.
And you get a text back quickly that says, "That's fine. I'm entertaining a guest."
Vampire black girl emoji I sent back.
Okay.
Cyrus, do you need to... I'm grasping at straws. Do you need to wash or anything? You're covered.
It's a lot of blood.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And let me show you. So we have washrooms. We have many washrooms. Come.
You're shepherds, right?
That's what they tell us.
You shepherd the lost.
Yeah.
That is also what they tell us.
And now you're found. You're safe. You can breathe.
I'm so lost.
Then we will guide your way.
I don't know who I am anymore.
You will.
And if not, we'll make a new one. With you. Come. Try to get him up and off the couch towards the washroom.
Okay. And so, Anton, you lead Cyrus to the washroom. Thomasina, Aaron, and Hex, what are you doing?
I'm going to go to Aaron. Are you okay?
That was a lot of blood, but I've been less hungry than usual. This might be beneath you, do you mind helping me clean the mess of the trail that came in?
Not at all. In fact, I can go ahead and do that. I wanted to ask if you would be comfortable taking a tour around the perimeter a couple of times just to see if you see anything.
Can do.
All right. Hex, you didn't see anything coming at us?
No, I didn't see anything on the camera, but if this is his sire coming at us, we probably wouldn't see anything at all.
That's a good point. I didn't see anything else in the car. It's just his normal stuff, which, Aaron, after you're done, and after I'm done cleaning this up, if you can help me get some of that inside before we get somebody to take the car somewhere. But yeah, if you can take that, I'll go ahead and get to cleaning up all of this.
I will activate shape change into a large black dog so I can blend into the night easier on the patrol.
Okay, give me the appropriate rolls.
I do not get hungry.
Wonderful.
I would also like to, I'd also like to, while he's doing that, use, Sense the Beast. I need some bat friends
Okay.
to also just keep an eye out between here and 75.
Okay. So you want to call out to your bat friends and
Yeah.
see if they'll keep an eye out for you?
Yes, please.
All right. The call has been sent out to them.
You're so cute.
I'm going to go look for cleaning supplies. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start near the kitchen and see if I see anything in a cupboard somewhere. I don't know if we've really stocked up on anything, but I'm going to try and at least get.
There are cleaning supplies.
Okay. I'm going to get a mop and a bucket and some rags and a couple of trash bags. Because eventually we're going to probably burn most of this, but I'm going to try and get that cleaned up as much as I can.
Okay. And Aaron, what are you doing?
I'm taking a patrol close to the house, but concealed in the dark, seeing if I spot anything near the car and around the perimeter.
Okay. Nothing that you can see. Cyrus's car is crashed. The grounds are pretty empty. You do take a moment to look towards that back tree line where you encountered a horde of wraiths.
Mhm.
And think better of going out there.
Are the keys still in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Once I feel comfortable that the area is secure, I'll drop the shift and try to get the car back into the driveway.
Okay. The front end is not too wrecked, mainly cosmetic damage, so you are able to pull it into the driveway.
Gotcha. I'll head inside and help Thomasina.
Okay. Hex, your phone rings. And it is Dot.
Gonna answer it.
And a voice comes through, the familiar one. Hello, darling.
Hey.
Your text message gave me some concern.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw Cyrus?
Oh, I haven't seen him for a little bit, but my guest here is well acquainted with him.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
No. It was just very surprising that he would show up. And
He does that sometimes. He's a bit like a stray cat, that one.
Yeah. And you know how I feel about him, and I wondered if you had sent him here for some sort of a mission.
No, I haven't had need of his services in a while.
Okay.
Are you sure everything's all right? You sound distressed, my child.
No, I'm really okay. It's just, again, he's a little intense sometimes.
That he is.
You know, I usually don't ask about your guests, but you said they know Cyrus? That seems interesting.
Oh, he's a Banu Hakim, but he's one of the bureaucratic ones. Nothing to worry about. They all kind of know each other one way. I had to contact him to hire Cyrus in the first place, so he just likes to check in every now and again.
Makes sense to me. Sounds like boring bureaucratic stuff.
Yeah, it's like a progress report, really.
Okay, well, I honestly was just calling about his intenseness, and it's still the same level of intense.
I'll make sure my friend knows he's passed with straight A's.
Please do that. And I will definitely be talking to you soon.
Wonderful.
But for now, I'm gonna just go and lock my doors because he's so intense.
It's all right, dear. Don't worry about him. I'm sure he's practically a little kitty cat once you get him calmed down. Take care of yourself, okay?
All right, you too.
All right, bye, darling.
Bye.
And she hangs up.
Okay, I'm gonna beeline it to Thomasina.
All right.
Easy,
Linda.
Crib. It's a little damp still.
Okay, not slipping on floor. Wow. Okay. Where to start? I think the guy who did this to Cyrus is with Dot right now. It's a big think.
Okay.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how I never. Well, you don't. But sometimes I check in with her, and she, didn't know where he was. Hadn't seen Cyrus in a while, but has had currently has this guy, this Banu Hakim, with her right now. So I don't know.
What did you tell her?
I just said Cyrus is intense, and I was wondering if she had sent him here on a mission.
Okay.
But there's definitely I'm terrible at lying on the phone, I'm sure. But I don't know what she knows. She could know every single thing right now.
I would assume that she does.
But I don't know what he knows. But now we know that they know each other.
Well, and beyond that, Aaron, at least we know that whoever that is, we know where they are right now, I think, unless she was.
The opposite is true as well. I think in the next few days we need to be careful because now Dot knows Cyrus is here.
Yeah, might be.
No worries.
No.
We'll just be on our guard.
Seems to be a night for sires. Okay.
I have
Aaron,
some crazy sweatpants and like sweatshirts and stuff upstairs. He's probably gonna need some new clothes.
perfect.
I think.
The more pink, the better. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look.
Yeah, if we can get him clothed and get anything that he will part with at this point, we need to get that out. I don't know if he's that precious about what he's got for clothing, but we do need to get that as disposed of as possible. Aaron, how's the car?
It's fine. It's drivable. And it's a monster of a car.
Yeah. Makes sense. Let's try and get any of the guns that we can out of the car. I have no idea how many are in there, but let's try and get them out of that before any body work needs to be done on that. So I'm gonna go with Aaron to the car to try and unload as many guns as we can into the garage.
Okay. And so as you guys start looking through the car, please give me wits and investigation. Because the car does appear pretty simple inside.
3 successes.
3.
Also 3.
All right. So as you guys are feeling along the car, the door sounds a little hollow. And there's a bit of a hinge in segments of the door, and the ceiling, and the console between the seats, and the floorboards.
I am going to just tap Aaron on the shoulder and motion for him to get away from the car really quick. And I'm just going to say, who made up this car for Cyrus again?
I just assumed it was Dot.
I think you're right. And I'm just going to like have him walk. I'm going to take him outside really quick. I don't know entirely what's in there. I assume it's more weapons than we can counter carry. But I also don't know if there is any kind of tracking or surveillance equipment in there. I don't know if it really matters. She knows where he is as it is. I do not want this car here longer than it has to be. So let's get what we can unloaded. And if you see anything that looks like it might be a tracker or a mic, just let's be very quiet while we're doing this.
Good news is with some Alejandro blood, I'll go first because any mics and stuff probably gonna muffle when I get close to them.
With what? Sorry?
There's a lot to talk about tonight. Let's focus on Cirrus.
Right. Okay. And I'm gonna go back into the garage and just kind of carefully start looking for guns and putting them. Are there like workbenches in the garage as well?
Yes, there are workbenches, and as you guys mess with the car, those hollow points do pop out into compartments that contain more weapons. And it is every square inch of the body of this car.
And I'm just going to start taking out what I can very carefully and placing it carefully on workbenches.
This will easily take a couple hours.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm just going to keep at it with him until either Cyrus is ready or something.
Okay.
You would have also found a duffel bag in the back that has several changes of clothes.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the duffel bag and go back inside to try and find Hex to give the clothes to her.
I'm coming downstairs with a handful of the largest things that I have acquired from my own duffel bag.
Okay. And so, Anton and Cyrus, how are you faring right now?
I brought him to one of the washrooms and closed the doors, ran the bathtub, and just let him wash the blood off his hands and his face. I'm just sitting on the edge of the tub as he does it.
Yeah, he'll run his hands and kind of grab a towel and just kind of soak it and then just kind of wipe it across, trying to get some of the blood off.
Early on when we met, I asked you why your blood was not telling me what you thought you were. And you told me you did not know, and I think perhaps now you do know.
I didn't at the time.
You believed yourself Banu Hakim, but I had read you as clanless.
I know nothing of my mortal life. All I know is what, from the day I was embraced and my training began, all I have ever known is the contract and who must be judged. I followed the path of blood to the letter.
And in spite of all of that, your sire decided to take this from you.
He is a caliph, within the Banu Hakim.
I do not know if it is him that took your memory, but he certainly had something to do with it. He took your memory, and he made you try to take your wife from you. Perhaps now he has. He took your clan. You say he took everything from you.
I've always had a purpose, Anton. Always the next contract. Ever since coming to this damn city.
I want to give you something. I want to give you a purpose. Because you know who took everything from you. And it sounds like you deserve to take it back as much as you can, doesn't it?
I feel as though he must be judged.
He does, and you require the proper tools to do so. And I'm rolling up my sleeves as we talk this through. You require the proper tools to judge him, do you not?
He just kind of stares at Anton.
You know what you're offering.
I do. I also know that you are Cyrus ibn Muhavara ben Yafteb of the Banu Hakim. And that arguably, blood sorcery is as much your right as any of us. So if you will keep this between us, I will assist you. Because you deserve the tools to serve your purpose and to reclaim what is yours. Do you not? And I will hold my arm out to him.
You're offering for him to feed from you.
I'm offering him to feed from me to acquire the ability to learn blood sorcery.
All right.
Something that I have explicitly told the coterie I am not allowed to do.
And Cirrus will drink of that blood. As even though he is clanless, he follows the path of blood. And he is Banu Hakim.
Of course. How much will you drink, Cyrus?
I am not hungry right now, as I have killed 2 people tonight. Therefore, I will only take what I need to gain the blood sorcery.
Okay. And so, Anton, please increase your hunger to the appropriate level.
Mm-hmm. And once he's done, I will close the wound. I cannot teach you rituals. They will know that I am responsible if I do this. Blood sorcery is the Banu Hakim right, despite what some members of the pyramid may have claimed in the past.
Don't worry. I have means to learn what I need to learn.
Good.
I am in a lot of pain and I need to rest.
Yes, you do. We have the caskets downstairs still. Or there are beds.
Cyrus, where will you sleep tonight?
I need to get things from my house.
Are you in any state to drive?
No.
Then I will drive you.
Show me where I can sleep.
Come, and I will lead him out of the restroom, toward the upstairs which I imagine I'll run into Thomasina and Hex around this point if they're still in the hallway.
Okay. And so you do see Anton and Cyrus coming out of the bathroom. And Cyrus looks a little better.
We've got your bag.
And I brought
And-
some extra clothes if you need to be more
A go
comfortable.
I have a go bag in my car.
It's
I
right
think your
here.
go bag is there in her hands now.
I'll hold it up. And I'll say that the car is in the garage. It is drivable. I would not touch it for some time.
He is going to rest, and then I will help him gather his things tomorrow. Go upstairs. Just pat him on the back. Pick a room that doesn't have people's shit in it already.
I'm gonna
It's like
put
poop.
the Bluetooth headphones on top of his bag,
Hmm.
and if you need these for any sort of dissociation, they work great.
Go. And just gently push him up toward the stairs.
All right.
And I'll just look back to these two and how are we doing?
Complicated.
No?
Hex.
I gotta share the news. Okay, so I called Dot because
Mhm.
surprise visit from Cyrus, and I presented it that way. Oh, he's so intense. I've said it so many times. Apparently, his sire, I think, is with her right now. So she knows he's here, but I don't know if they know that.
That would
knows.
track, wouldn't it?
She has all the intel.
She does, doesn't she?
Gotta learn from the best. Look, I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything about this. I tried to lie as much as I possibly could about his reasoning for being here. I did not say he was dying. But yeah.
She probably knows.
Yeah.
If she is housing his sire, then I imagine he expects that he left Cirrus for dead. And now he's here. But, if you did not say anything, perhaps he thinks Cirrus is on his way out as he is here. Perhaps he thinks Cirrus will be too ashamed to tell us anything.
It's a lot of perhapses.
Aaron got the car into the garage. We started removing, I can't tell you how many weapons. We're trying to be very careful. We are aware to some extent that Dot could have put a lot of other things in this car. I really don't want it here longer than it has to be.
Perhaps now you are starting to see why I was not voting for Dot. Just a little bit.
Perhaps we still need to talk about why I did. But for right now, let's get out what we can.
He will be
Okay.
fine.
I'm
He'll be
going
fine.
back downstairs to check on Aaron.
All right. He will rest. He will be fine. And we will move forward with what we know. Yeah? Come. And I'll walk with her towards Aaron. And if Hex is following.
Back down to the garage.
All right. And so, Aaron, they come back to you.
I've taken out more of the guns and ammunition, just set them off to the side, no particular order. It's a mess, but it's out.
It's ridiculous.
You are not joking.
No. I guarantee you that car is a third of its weight at this point.
Perhaps it will handle a little bit better now that it is not weighed down with ammunition.
We're gonna need at least one other person to look at this.
Did you have someone in mind?
Not yet. Hex, are you okay?
You know, I don't know. I like to check in. I always feel like Dot has as much information as possible, and I feel like I just helped with the breach. So at this point, we're just kind of seeing what happens next.
Yeah.
Yes, we
It
are.
can get... Cyrus can be very complicated. Yours is an especially powerful one.
But mine has never done to me what this guy just did to Cyrus.
Yeah. Let's see if we can go check a couple of... is there any way that you might have access to a couple of other modes of communication through the city? Hex?
Obviously, yes.
Is there any way that we can check and see on where Cyrus might have found all of the blood that he came in with, and just make sure that there's not unsavory people on our tail in that direction as well?
Without the amount of blood, you might as well check the police reports at this point.
I was going around the cup to get to that handle, but yeah.
Yeah, I can check that. Is there a way maybe I can look in the car if there is a tracking device and go backwards from there? But police reports probably the easiest first thing I'm going to do.
Let's do that first, yeah.
Okay. And so, Hex, are you using your clan coterie merit?
I think I will.
All right, so this merit, which is new to the companion guide, you can add the highest single contact rating of any other member of this coterie to research this information. So who among you would have the highest contacts?
That's
Aaron.
relevant.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron,
the-
what is your Cyrus, you have 3. Aaron, what do you have?
2.
Okay.
Okay. So you can use 3. Would you like me to make this roll for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. That gives you 4 successes. And so you are able to find a police report from the evening. Somebody had reported screaming from the Marietta Park, and they found a couple either freshly engaged or almost engaged, and it appears that perhaps some of the bears that frequent up in the mountains had gotten to them, as they are quite torn apart and half-eaten. And there's pictures, if you look.
Cyrus, this is why you freak me out. Okay, is there any mention of any other activity around or near that? Like any disturbances that I can find? Because I assume that this is not where he was in altercation. This was a follow-up.
That is the only current report.
So sounds like Cyrus fed on a newlywed couple. Today keeps getting better and better. Nights getting better and better. But I don't see anything about, and this was in Marietta Park area.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing about anyone else getting hurt. So I'm under the assumption that maybe this person he's calling his wife is still maybe okay, but again, that's just, there's no reports of that.
Okay.
And the time is getting late. Sunrise is going to be approaching soon. Was there anything else you all wanted to do before your night ended?
Any reply from my sire about Dr. Gilbert?
Not yet.
All right. We will take this as best as we can, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with that, we will round out this evening. Let us jump a little more forward in time. It's been a while. Things have settled. Anton, the information you got from your sire eventually is that Dr. Gilbert has been changed to the night shift, effective immediately and permanently. Dot has stayed in regular contact with you, Hex, in a normal fashion, nothing unusual. Aaron, a couple times you received messages from Alpha, just checking in, as he's the prince. Though he is still a gangrel, he is, as always, concerned with fellow gangrel. Cyrus is part of the home now, but still not entirely all there. Some have to cope with that loss in real time. The loss of identity and the loss of self, the loss of everything that gave them a sense of purpose. And Cyrus is still doing his part to find that again. Mel is busy as she always is now, as the Keeper of Elysium, meeting new district managers, setting up new domains, and maintaining the neutral ground for all inhuman creatures in the city of Atlanta. So as you all wake up tonight, please give me a rouse check. Hex, I will make yours for you.
Junior?
You pass.
I get hungry.
Hungry.
I get hungry.
Are we assuming that I've fed between me
Yes.
feeding him?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
then I've passed and I'm at 1.
Okay. Thomasina?
I'm at 1.
Are we assuming that all of the aggravated damage that I took has been healed by this point?
Given the time that has passed, yes.
Okay.
And so Cyrus and Aaron, you are both at 2, or Cyrus is at 1, Aaron is at 2. Everyone else is at 1. Okay. All right. And so as you all have woken up, Anton, you have a text message waiting for you from
Okay.
Falcon, the primogen of the Bruja clan.
Right.
And it says, "Are you still coming over tonight?"
And I'll reply with, yes, nearly everyone can come.
Okay.
Followed up by, Mel is doing keeper things.
And you get a reply back with a location drop in the rundown section of Kenny's Alley in the former underground Atlanta Mall. And it's a place that in your history you know to have previously been a candy shop.
I'll text back, no personal home with a laughing face, and then we'll be there.
And you'll get a reply back that says, "No, you're just special."
I'll go upstairs from my sequestered little haven. I'll pack up some things just because we're going out. A couple of my flasks that I've been filling, various, my usual bag of things, and head on up. And as I'm heading up, I'll just mass text everybody that's in the house of reminder, last night of Hanukkah, Falcon's place. Tonight.
I pull out my old flip phone, see it, and send a smiley face. So a colon and a parentheses.
Okay. And it does go through successfully. You have found that with your newfound connection to Alejandro, you're able to successfully use technology provided it's old enough. And you all receive a actually good text message from Aaron. No issues at all.
I'm gonna over the toply like slam my door open and just yell, "Oh my gosh, did we just get a smiley face from Aaron?" And just
He's improving.
It's not a virus, I promise.
I would have known if it was. This is the opposite of that. Well done.
Everybody get your shit together. We've got a thing to do.
Oh, there's more to the message? And
Yeah,
I
that's the
read
whole thing I
rest.
sent first. Come on.
Do we need Philip tonight? I assume Mark is with Mel.
Maybe I can drive. I don't give a shit. We just got to get over there.
Is Philip going to make me not feed on someone? Because I'm still kind of salty about the whole holiday party before, and I'm not going to another holiday party if I'm going to have rules.
We're the only people that are going to be there. There's not going to be a whole lot of options.
This is a rule, but I'll go.
And Cyrus,
Alright,
what are
it's
you
Anton.
doing? As all this commotion is happening, being yelled between the hallways.
He's probably spent most of the time at the house now in the garage, and he's kind of probably taken over a section of it and kind of turned it into a small armory / work table station, where he's just kind of taken apart, cleaning, inventorying everything. He's probably stripped the car down and gone through and fully inventoried everything that's in there. And he's probably been working on that for the past couple weeks. If there's no scourge business that has come in, he would have at some point gone and gotten his truck. Yeah, he looks over as the phone lights up, but like always, doesn't reply. Doesn't even give the message read. He just reads it on the display screen. And he's just kind of, they walk in and he's just kind of standing there, like sitting there, staring at his disassembled sniper rifle. And he's just... yeah.
Come on.
Anton, do I need to bring anything? I don't have much background or exposure with the holiday.
Not really. It's more of just a group gathering thing. If there is anything, Falcon will have it. Otherwise, it's been a while since she's done the celebration. I was over for first night and offered last night, and we're at last night. So we go.
Let's go ahead
No
and go.
obligation.
I'm going to wave at Cyrus and say, have fun with your gun puzzle.
Oh, no, you're coming. You're coming.
No, I'm coming with you. Yeah, I'm
No.
by.
Cyrus is coming.
Oh!
Cyrus is, you, sir, are coming. We're not doing this sad sack shit. It's holiday.
Bless me, hermano, you scare me.
Fine.
You can take shotgun.
I will. And he pulls a shotgun off the wall.
Should have expected
You know
that.
what? Keep it in the car, but sure.
And he'll grab his shoulder holster, and it has a sidearm on one side and a stake on the other. And he will throw his jacket on over that, and then grab his belt, which also has, and then put his holster on his backside, and he will then go to whoever's driving.
You've obviously been Black Friday shopping before.
You still have the one I gave you?
I lost everything when I got abducted by the SI. I'll have to get you a new one.
And he just pulls another one and hands it to you.
Thank you. Not gonna argue.
I mean, you should all be armed.
In some capacities, we are. Come on. Am I driving or what? Come on.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Sure. I'll go to the car that is, that can fit everybody into it.
There is the Escalade. That'll fit everyone.
Sure.
All right.
Cyrus will get up front.
All right. And so you drive down to downtown Atlanta, and you are fairly easily able to find parking in this section. as it is away from the new construction. And so you head down into the corridors of what used to be the popular underground Atlanta Mall. What was once teeming with shops and culture is now just bones and shells of its former glory. It's disheartening for those who have spent a long time in Atlanta. A piece of culture and personality lost to progress. And as you go down, you find the old candy shop, the sign still outside, and opening the door, you see that Falcon has absolutely outdone herself. The shop still contains shades of what it once was, but now it's covered in blue and white decorations, streamers, a couple simple wingback chairs, a small fridge that was clearly brought in. And on the counter is a gorgeous menorah, familiar to you, Anton. And the candles are already in it, of multiple shades of brilliant blue. And Falcon's just standing there, throws her arms wide, and says, Hexadecimal! Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi again, Anton.
Hi.
I'm really glad you all came. Thanks.
It's the last day of the holiday. Why wouldn't we come?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had to go to enough Christmas parties I didn't give a shit about, so...
Exactly. That's why I made them come. Come on. Let's, ferry people in.
Thanks for inviting. I love parties. Happy to be here.
Yeah, and so she goes and she turns on just a little bit of music, just something for the background. And she looks at you, Cyrus, and just, hey, how you feeling? I heard some shit happened.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so happy whatever it's called.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to bring anything, but I brought you this, and he'll hand her the shotgun.
She's oh, thank you.
Thought you were leaving that in the car.
You said it's a party, right? Don't you give gifts?
You do? And it is very thoughtful of you.
Yes, thank you. That was so kind of you. And she's gonna stuff it behind the counter. Just gonna put it there for safekeeping. Thanks, man.
Got dragon's breath rounds in it.
Oh, fantastic.
That's a very special gift.
I'll make sure to have that on me next time some shit goes down. Thanks, friend.
Man, you're lucky, because that was definitely number 2 on my list.
Thanks.
Falcon, there's no other... Is it just us tonight?
Yeah. I don't really have any other friends.
Like I said, it's been a while for Hanukkah, so we are the party.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. Being a primogen is actually a really lonely job, and I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have taken this job if I had thought a little bit more deeply about it, but I wanted to make sure the Brewhaus were taken care of.
And you are.
And from what I've heard, the primogen, as you say, as lonely as it can be a little disruptive to trying to communicate with one another.
Yeah.
You know, you're really close to, not too close, I won't tell you how close, but there's always Nosferatu nearby if you ever need some other party friends.
Oh, I'm sure there's always at least 2 hanging out, but Mouse really creeps me out. She hangs out here a lot, and she really creeps me out. I'm sorry, she's a kid, and it's weird.
She's been through a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
She's preciously scary. I enjoy it.
Yeah, she's very intimidating. Really good at Street Fighter, though. Like, unnaturally good.
So very good at video games.
Yeah.
Where is street fighting?
It's a video game, Cyrus. Don't worry
like
about
the
it.
ones that Hex was playing when you were last over at my old place.
Yes.
Right, sorry.
It's okay.
Fine.
And Falcon is going to pull Thomasina aside. It's just, okay, you don't bullshit. What is going on with Cyrus?
Like I said, you don't talk with a lot of the other Primogen much, do you?
I get the bulletins. I think a couple of them are not really. I think some of them are suspicious of me because I didn't get taken when Talbot had everyone abducted.
It's a fair point. But I think a couple of the other Primogen have been into a lot of their own world, and I believe Dot may be particular to that. Last we heard, she was entertaining some guests that were from outside of the city. Have you heard anything about that?
No. I know that she said for us to leave her alone because she had a couple friends in town, but that's pretty much how she always is.
Okay.
Is there something I should be aware of?
When was the last time you spoke to Alpha?
Probably yesterday. He asked me a very inappropriate question that I don't want to repeat.
That's totally fine.
Not like that. No, not like that. Not like that. No, he has certain ways he prefers to feed, and he just needed a hookup. And, well, yeah, a hookup. I'm around the city more. I helped him figure out. It did not involve me. It did not involve me.
Don't worry about it. Anytime there's a new prince needing to learn a lot of what they need comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I understand that a lot of the first couple of questions in learning your prince is always an awkward set of questions. So you handled it, I'm assuming, as well as you could. And if you ever need,
putting it mildly. Yeah.
Very, very good. If you need assistance with that, I am absolutely here for just that.
Okay. Should I be finding out what Dot has going on? Like, my job is to look after all of you.
Yeah.
If something's going on with Cirrus, I should look it up, right?
Well, and on that note too, there's we were told that there may be a Sabbat issue. That's what Mel heard.
I've heard some shades. I'll keep an eye out for that.
But Dot didn't tell you that, did she?
So I don't really like talking to Dot, and Dot doesn't know why, and I want her to not ever know why we all did things in the final nights we would rather not remember.
If you would rather not talk to Dot, let me know what you have to say to her. I am comfortable as much as one can be talking to someone that well connected, and someone that, if I am putting things together correctly with regards to Cyrus's sire.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find a business reason to talk to her.
And again, anything that you need to filter through me, that's my fellow Harpy, and I'm happy to have a sit-down conversation with that. As much as possible, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should let Anton, can we just can we do the candles?
Yes,
please?
we can do the candles, of course,
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
I'll get people like heading over towards the menorah and just walking up next to Falcon. No dish towel this time.
Hey, you actually got one.
I did. And I'll sort of mutter to her, like, was the dress also special, or?
Shut up.
Wow.
I'll head over to the just quiet enough so the others didn't hear that, and head over to the menorah.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll pull out my lighter and just all right. I'll do all the prayer stuff. You guys don't have to like chant or anything. It's fine. Just observe and whatnot.
Is the fire a good idea?
It's small enough. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't try to touch it. You're good. And I'll flick it on. Flick my lighter on just over the first candle, the main candle, the center one. Light it. And then picking that up, I'll light each candle. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlek ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim la'avotenu, v'yamim chaim bazman chazeh. I replace the candle in the center and Hanukkah Sameach, everyone. Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Falcon, thank
you.
you for having us over.
Thank you. And now we just hang out, I guess, until
Yeah.
the candles burn out.
Yeah, you just mingle and the candles will go down and they will go down and then we go on our way.
And in a turn of the worst cue ever, all of your phones start to go off. And checking the text, there is a text for you from Dot Matrix, Nosferatu Primogen. It says, "New lost childer alert. A pair of them at the Margaret Mitchell house skulking about the home. Seems they might be hiding in there after closing time. One of them is one of my clan, so I appreciate the extra care. They'll need to go straight to Olivia since we know very little about them. And I want them brought in unburnt."
I'll just hold the phone up so that Falcon can see it and go, we may have to let you be the one to monitor the candles, I'm afraid. Falcon.
I can do that. Yeah, lost childer come first.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We had a great time though. Thank you for inviting us.
Thank
This
you.
is my first Hanukkah candle lighting.
Oh, sorry. It's in a abandoned candy shop.
This is the best place to have one, actually.
It's still really nice down here. I'm trying to get them to let me just keep it.
You're doing great. Yes, thank you. And we will we'll do this again sometime, yeah? Next holiday.
Yeah.
All right,
And-
Margaret Mitchell House then, folks?
That name is familiar. Why?
She's the author.
Oh, Gone with the Wind.
Has a historic house.
Yeah. A lot of dark wood, creepy furniture. It's great.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Hex, can you bring up blueprints?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'd like to get a lay of the land before we make our way in.
All right.
Yeah, let's walk and research, and
I'll pull up
Yeah.
on my phone.
I'll ferry the four of them out and just sort of turn back to Falcons. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll see you around.
And so she lets you guys go, and I think that is a great place for us to take just a very quick break so everyone can get some water, do a little bio, and we will be back in just a few minutes, okay? All right. Welcome back. And real quick before we get started back, we are at 8:55 out of our goal for today. So thank you so much to everyone who's donating. You guys are really helping out some wonderful people. So let's get back into it. Now, you all have arrived to the parking lot across from the Margaret Mitchell house. The one that actually is at the back of the house, as the front entrance to it, that would normally be a home's entrance, is actually preserved, the lawn preserved, and you must enter through the basement at the back. And sure enough, in one of the basement windows, you can see a low light shining.
I'm gonna put the car into park, and just before anybody gets out, and say, I have a bit of a request that I'm going to have to make, which is that we are, of course, always operating as team here, but I am going to need to have to take point on this, and quite possibly any Lost Childer excursions that we do.
Okay.
Okay.
When I got back last week, I met with Olivia, and I am now taking over Elijah's job at the school.
Okay. Woo.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you meant sheriff.
No. Fuck no. I am teacher. I'm teacher for the Lost Childer now, which means that it is no longer, just, grab them and dump them on Olivia. Now it's your problem. They're now my problem going forward. So,
Okay.
going to have to, be a little bit more scrutinous and a little more decisive on the let's not
Set them on fire.
kick the shit out of them and all that shit.
Speaking of, Hex, you've got the blueprints up for the house?
Yeah, I found a map of the inside that we can go through. It's, blueprints make it sound very cool and high tech, and this is not that.
Is virtual walkthrough, it's fine.
Yeah.
Does the Margaret Mitchell house that you can see have any surveillance?
There is basic parking lot surveillance and cameras that you can see easily from the outside of the building.
Okay.
But inside, no. Not like there's a couple, but they're not very helpful.
If we're on camera, they were on camera too. So it'll look like we came in and took 2 people out of the building that weren't supposed to be in the first place.
I will let you take point, Anton, unless I need to step in and do my scourge duty. I hope it doesn't come to that, but if it does, I will put them down.
Your job will override this, but let us communicate on this, if there's the ability to communicate.
I will follow your lead. You won't see me, but I'll be there.
Thank you.
With that, I'm going to vanish.
And I will open the driver door and get out.
I do not get huggier.
All right, and so before you guys do that, Raphael and Jackson, you both have been staying in the basement of this house pretty consistently for a few days now. It's been decently secure. Just wait until the museum closes and then sneak right in with the copy of the key that you made, Jackson. Tonight, though, something feels a little different. Feels like tonight might be the night. What are you two doing?
Sitting on my phone. Just sitting in a chair, leaning back against a wall.
Pacing, taking a throwing knife and hitting it into a wooden pillar, and then going and grabbing it, and then walking back, and then doing the same thing.
Giving me anxiety.
You're giving yourself anxiety, Calero.
Wait, sit down. Stop. Just stop with the pacing and the throwing and the. You know what? Never mind. Do your thing. It's cool. Fuck.
I'm gonna grab the knife, and I'm gonna walk over and grab a folding chair, and I'm gonna noisily drag it in front of him and just lean and watch him. What you doing?
Twitter.
You got any games on that thing?
No.
What are you doing now?
Talking to you.
What's Twitter saying?
I don't know. I don't know who half these people are. Someone's trending.
What's the fucking point?
Someone named Justin Bieber is trending. I don't know.
Justin Bieber?
Sure.
Fuck, I forget how old you are. Who are we looking for again?
It's people. Someone's looking for us. Apparently, I don't know. We were told to wait. You're really, really bad at being patient.
You know, I thought I could have made this more easier for whoever's looking for us. You know, I could have hung out some lights or something out front. We could have put like a tree up or something, maybe a sign that says, "Hey, come and get us. We're new in town."
Remember the last time you did something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you did. Just no. No, not again. We're not doing that again. Fuck.
Gonna stand up, turn the chair around, put my feet up on the table, and pull out a machete and start cleaning under my nails with it.
Okay.
You know, they're gonna think that's threatening if they show up while you're doing it.
I've got my feet up. Come on now. It'd be different if I was like standing in the corner, arms crossed, and just like. But no, it's relaxed. It's a relaxed position.
And so
Right.
with that, Coterie, how are you approaching the house?
Well, there's a light on,
Mm-hmm.
so that seems like the place.
And Cyrus is, I assume, going in first?
I think we have to enter and he floats in like the wind, essentially.
Typically, yes.
Correct.
I'll have heightened senses kicked on as we approach, just to see if I can hear anything from the inside.
Hex or Aaron, is there anything that you can do to get inside first? Just any of our crew that can be less audible or visible would be helpful.
I can get one of those, and I'll kick on Silence of Death and just muffle my noise as I approach the building. I'm still visible though.
Okay.
I can use Unseen Passage or Cloak of Shadows.
Okay.
I'll use Cloak of Shadows to keep us all hidden, but you guys need to be pretty low key, no sudden movements.
Oh, Cloak the Gathering?
Yes, Cloak the Gathering.
Cool.
So many options to make us invisible.
1, 2. Yeah, that's...
That would be everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys stealthily approach the house.
And before Hex does Cloak the Gathering, I'm just going to move to the door, listen with heightened senses, hear if I can hear anybody inside.
And you can hear two male voices bickering back and forth. Something about Justin Bieber.
What's that?
2 of them.
Okay. You giggled.
They're fighting like married couple. And I'll open the door and then let Hex do Cloak the Gathering.
And so Raphael and Jackson, you do hear the door open.
You know this author was into erotica, right? What the fuck was that?
It's probably them. Relax. Not too late. Wait. This bitch?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get ready, like in a corner, just kind of waiting, trying to look as scared as possible, but like tense scared, like I'll fuck you up scared.
All right. And so, Coterie, as you come in, this downstairs area is rather small. It's a bit open, but you do see 2 figures sort of towards the back corner where that light was coming from. And when they look at you, gentlemen, could you please describe what they see? Raphael?
You see about a 5'8" gentleman wearing a red jacket, tank top, hoodie, such as this, dressed like he's been hopping off of trains for a little bit. He's got stringy, long hair that's been pulled back into a bun that's like sun bleached in parts where the pigment's gone out. It's just white. Face looks fucked up, but not like a normal nos fucked up. It's more like it's been consistently sunburned for the past 2 years. Still human-esque features, but the teeth are all kind of janky as well. And he's just kind of hunched over a little bit, and he's got a machete in his hands.
And Jackson?
Just like,
sitting, you can't quite tell how tall he is, but he looks pretty lanky. Good-looking guy, short brown hair. Just very relaxed looking, kind of punk-esque dress. Patches on his jacket, pins, wearing some jewelry. Not looks very opposite of Raphael, in that he just looks like very calm, just waiting for them.
Okay. So, Coterie, you see these two gentlemen.
Cyrus would have moved ahead, Silence of Death activated, and he just positions himself to where he has a clear shot between the two of them.
Okay. Yes, Anton.
I heard them, the two of them, through the door with heightened senses, and I didn't drop it. Does that mean I heard them talking when we opened the door?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind. Just...
so who talks first?
Oh, we're invisible.
Yeah,
Nothing
I was
wrong.
Oh, you're
thinking-
invisible? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We're all invisible.
Yeah, so you heard the door open,
Just waiting.
but you haven't seen anyone yet.
Yeah, so since I heard that, while I'm still invisible, before we do anything, I'm going to describe the soul on these two to get a lay of what they are.
Okay. Just trying to find out clan.
Well, describe the soul. So it's things like, emotional state, what, are they kindred, influence, if I can, if I can find more.
Okay.
I do get hungrier, so I'm at hunger too.
Okay.
And I guess, they would roll composure subterfuge if they're trying to hide stuff.
Okay, so if either one of you want to hide anything about your true nature, give me composure and subterfuge.
Nine critical.
Fuck my ass.
So I'm going to ask you some questions, Storyteller, based on
Yes.
that margin.
Yes.
Their emotional state.
Gentlemen, what is your current emotional state? Calm.
Anxious and agitated.
Anxious.
Okay. Just the general, are they kindred?
They are kindred.
Are they under the influence of anything like blood magic, other magic?
No.
No? Have they committed diablerie in the last year?
Have you?
Not I.
Feels a
No.
little off, all right.
No, they have not.
Right. And because it's a critical, something that you, the storyteller, choose to tell me, which can be present here or just send it to me. But, some important, unexpected discovery.
We'll share. Raphael is a Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson is a Gangrel.
Mm-hmm.
They have recently, though are not currently, been blood bonded to someone.
Interesting. Okay.
I cannot see Cyrus, but obviously we're still invisible. I can see that Raphael's holding a machete,
Mm-hmm.
and I am worried about that. So I don't know if can I gauge how loosely he is holding this machete, or how strong?
Casually, Raphael?
Yeah, it's casually. I mean, the grip on it's pretty tight, but it's casually. It's just sitting there, like in case anything pops off. Go look towards Jackson. You just open a door. They're not gonna like come on in. They're not gonna say, "Hey, how's it going?
They're
Happy Hanukkah."
probably understandably cautious because they don't know us. Again, relax. Way too anxious, dude.
And what I'm gonna do is, like watching them, I'm gonna back all the way up to the door, and then from the door, like, I'm going to lean around and say hello to break the obfuscate on myself.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hola.
Hey there.
Heard
Oh.
someone was supposed to meet us here.
You did.
You that someone?
I suppose so. I'm surprised. Usually I don't hear that people don't hear that we are coming.
We were told to wait here.
Really?
Yeah.
By whom?
Did you catch his name?
I don't know. It's some fucking guy in a beanie.
Okay. Yeah. No. We were just we ran into someone, some fucking guy in a beanie. Said, if you're new here and you need help, go chill, and someone will find you.
Yeah. Said stay the fuck out of the train yard. Get the fuck in the city. Make some noise or something. Leave a light on in the window like you're a Motel 6.
Interesting. That is new. All right. So, I imagine we don't have to do the dancing around of what am I and what happened to me. You both seem pretty familiar.
Yeah. No, I think we're good.
Unless you want to dance.
I've tried it before. I'm not that great at it.
Left feet.
Pity.
So to say. My name is Anton.
Jackson.
Raphael.
How long have you been the way you are?
Couple years.
A little longer than that. Not much.
You've been in town for long?
When did we get here? Last week?
Yeah, last week.
Okay. So you got turned somewhere not here, wandered into here.
Yeah, you can say that.
After 2 years, and we're told to meet us here?
Yeah.
Long story short. Hey, Anton, you got any friends with you?
They'll show up when they need to. Right now, I'm just making sure that we're all good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. You good, Jackson?
You say that like it's ominous. Yes, I'm fine.
It feels a little ominous, Raphael, I have to admit. Especially with the,
He has a nerves issue. It's fine. Trust me, he's fine.
Oh, yeah, this thing. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's the face, too. It kind of like comes off as like
Aggressive.
sarcastic all the time. Yeah, it's resting burned face. Here, let me make this a little bit better. And I take a machete and I just kind of like jam it into a shelf that's over in the corner. Just kind of hold my hands up.
You might be surprised that doesn't
With
make
the
it that
nerves
much
thing.
better, but
Yeah,
I appreciate the gesture.
I apologize for my friend.
It's fine. It's fine. So whoever you heard this from, you're correct. There are people in this city that can help with your state of things.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, what was your life like before you got here?
Nomadic. To say the
Nomadic.
best, least. Yeah, no, we picked this kid up probably pretty close to when you were embraced, wasn't it?
Yeah, right about around that time.
I don't know who. What's the word for it? Sire? I don't know who my sire was. I was on the road for a while, like a year or so before
Okay.
that, and figured I taught him what I knew, but we kept fucking up apparently. Like, you're supposed to introduce yourself to people. You're supposed to do these things that we didn't do. So we got like run out of a few places and ended up here.
Fortunately, we are a little bit more understanding that.
So
new people.
that's what I was told, and that's kind of why we were like, all right, Atlanta seems chill, and then we're in someone's territory apparently, and they said get out and go here.
Fair. Any interesting run-ins on your way into town? Apart from getting run out of wherever the fuck you were.
A train yard. Nothing worth mentioning.
Caught a Hawks game.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that where you were? Anyway.
Well, yes. As it were, I am the kind of person that would be the one to meet you, and I'll extend my hand to them.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'll shake his hand. Raphael?
Yeah, why the fuck not? Leona shake his hand.
Okay, cool. I'm doing Spirit's Touch on both of them.
Okay. And while you are doing that, I am seeing notice that we have hit our $1,000 goal. Thank you so much,
Hey.
everyone.
That's awesome.
Severely. And
Sweet.
Let's keep it going.
yeah, let's
Let
keep
it
it going. The
ride.
donations are open all weekend. So let's
More games after this.
Yeah. 8 critical on one. Not critical. 8 on one, rather. And
Okay.
5 on the other. So 8 on Jackson, 5 on Raphael.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a sense of, who they've come into contact with most recently that, aren't them.
With Jackson, you get a mind for a gentleman that you don't recognize.
Mhm.
Can't really get much off of who it is.
Does he fit the description that Jackson said or no?
He is wearing a beanie.
Okay.
That's about all you can get from either of them. That's the only person that they have come in contact with recently.
Okay. Well. Would you like to meet the others?
I mean,
Sure.
I gotta sign anything or something like that, Fucking get a wristband. You gonna brand me or something,
Oh, no. We're not fucking Chicago or anything. No. Anybody feel like meeting the new guys?
I'm gonna have slid around to wherever the machete was in the table, and I'm going to grab it, pull it, and keep it kind of behind my back, and say hi, and drop. I'm Hex, fellow Nosferatu. Nice to meet you. I think your face looks fine.
And I believe since you did that, that would also drop for Aaron and Thomasina.
Yep.
So-
Oh well.
Yeah, so everybody
Yep.
but Cyrus is now visible.
Cirrus does not reveal himself.
Yep,
Well,
because he
I
did
have-
it on his own.
And I have the machete like behind my back,
Okay.
just
Yep.
so it's not accessible for anybody.
Party tricks, cool.
Good. No, this is great. Yeah. I feel much more relaxed now, Jackson. See,
Feels-
now they have another pretty person in the room.
Okay.
There's a lot of ugly coming in here, but now that we got somebody else that's good looking, I feel a little bit more comfortable now.
Okay, good. I'm
He is the
glad.
charismatic one.
Aaron is still towards the door, pretty close to the entrance. Just no feral weapons, no claws, nothing menacing. Trying to be as calm and non-confrontational in this possible powder keg.
When Anton got close enough to see him clearly, you would have noticed that Jackson's his pupils are misshapen. They're permanently elongated, almost like cat's eyes.
Interesting.
They're also slightly different colors.
It's a cute trick.
You learn a lot in the city.
Cool. Look forward to it.
One thing to learn is that in certain companies, possibly not good to have anything too sharp and menacing.
Told you.
Specifically when you find you for the first time.
Told you.
Look, seems you were all taking precautions, all right? I just had to take some myself, okay?
And look how
Completely
that worked out.
understandable. I'm taking out my phone and I'm texting. First, I'm texting Cyrus, actually. Something is off. Keep an eye on these two. And then I'm texting Olivia. 2 lost childer. Possible handle with care.
And you get a reply so instantly, it's like she was waiting for it. And the reply, typed a little formally, says, I was given a heads up. I'm already waiting for them. See you soon. Sincerely, Olivia Grace.
I'll put the phone away.
We gonna get everybody else's names, or we just gonna...
Oh, I suppose that's fair.
Sure. My name is Aaron Gangrel.
Okay. Okay. Sweater. Got it. Okay.
Said that like it was a last name.
No, Gangrel, clan.
Oh,
Like you.
Okay. Touche.
And let's go with Tommy for now.
All right, Tommy for now. Raphael.
And I'm gonna go over to Jackson and shake his hand or offer to shake his hand and ask, have you gentlemen eaten at all?
Yeah. I mean, I have. Have you?
Yeah, there was a cat after the game. Pretty tasty.
I asked you not to. But yeah, no, all set.
Okay. Good.
And he'll shake your hand also.
Well, I feel like this is a good evening. Do you gentlemen want to accompany us to some place to be more comfortable? Unless you're very comfortable here.
Not particularly yet.
Smells like old people down here. I would much rather be anywhere else right now.
Charming. As always, yes. Thank you.
Anton? I've
already made the text, so yeah.
All right. I think we have everyone.
Do we have everyone? It was just you two, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just 2 of us.
How would the 2 of you like to receive a more formalized education in how things are here?
Oh, well, I did go to the military to pay for college, but that never worked out. So,
Consider it back payment.
yeah, got nothing but time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. We have a so let's call it the finishing school. That helps learned people in the ways of Atlanta. And you're in luck. I'd be one of your teachers, as it were.
Fantastic.
Just like a X-Men kind of thing. I can...
Could be. Depends on how we organize things.
Okay, so I got Cyclops, Rogue, Storm, Iceman? Pointing at Aaron back there. It's a sweater.
We're going to gloss over the part where you insulted me by calling me Cyclops, and we are going to.
It's the jacket.
It's the jacket, man.
And we're going to maybe just go ahead and take you over to the school.
Okay.
And so are you guys
Nice.
leaving with them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Cyrus, what are you doing?
Following behind.
All right.
I'm gonna nudge Raphael and say, I'm definitely the Storm in this group, and you are spot on with the Cyclops.
I'm not fucking Cyclops.
You didn't hear me say that.
Okay.
All right. And so you guys head out to a large black Escalade. We'll take a
Fancy.
little
bit of squishing to get everybody into the car.
Yeah. And as I'm getting in, I'm going to pull my phone. I'm going to text Olivia one more time.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, could use one of Tilly's folks to maybe learn some more. If she's not busy, and put it in my pocket.
All right, you do get a response that says visiting Tilly is for day 2.
It's already in my pocket, so I'll just get in the car and.
Okay.
You're gonna let me ride in the car? I'm not gonna have to get on the roof or anything like that?
Do you want to get
That
on the
was
roof?
once. That only happened once.
Alright.
If you can hide yourself, I'm not supposed to be riding on the roof, but I won't know if you're there until we get there.
You know what? Yeah, you should just get inside. Cause
I'll take the seat. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take the seat.
Thank you.
And so
While Anton is typing on his phone, he'll see a text from Cyrus that says, "I'm following."
Thumbs up back, and come on, let's go.
These seats heated? I haven't had a heated seat in a long time.
I don't usually drive this thing. I've got no idea if I can turn them on.
Oh, yeah.
all right, and so Anton, to kick us off, why don't you give me Dex and Drive?
Welcome to
Yes.
Atlanta. One success.
It is 285 after all, the most dangerous highway in the United States. You're cut off a few times, almost sideswiped. Nothing a Atlanta driver is unfamiliar with. But
Did you learn how to drive?
I learned how to drive. The unfortunate part is nobody in the city did.
and so you do make it to Olivia's. Now, for a lost childer. You arrive at a large gated entrance, and as the gates open, the car pulls into a small parking lot off to the side. And when you exit the car, much to your surprise, the lawn is easily an acre deep, with an elaborate garden lined with rose bushes, leading up to an Italian Renaissance-style manor, with bright red brick, and the windows and edges are accented with white brick. In the front of the garden, on a beautiful trail, is a pearl-white horse-drawn carriage with a footman, and a gray dapple-patterned horse leading it. This is clearly your mode of transport to the home.
The fuck?
I know.
You know, I'd heard a lot about this place, like ATL, from like books and movies and stuff like that, but shit.
It's all different everywhere you go. You go from city to manor in a matter of a loop.
It's very concentrated gentility here. I promise this is not the entirety of this city, but it is a lot of it.
Agreed?
Well, if nobody has a problem with my music, then okay.
We are eclectic kind here. Please, after you.
Now, this carriage has enough room for everyone if you cuddle real close. Or
Cyrus is not
you
there.
can take 2 separate ones. Cyrus, where are you?
So Cirrus would have found other means to get to the house,
Okay.
whether that is stealing a car or hijacking a car and telling the driver to forget.
Of
That's
course,
cloud
your
memory.
usual fare.
And he will go in how he went in the last time he was here, and he is going to sneak onto the grounds. He will re-vanish, silent of death, all of that. I will get hungry. I am at 3 hunger.
And so at 3 hunger, there starts to become a pit in your stomach, like a stone that aches. But you do go invisible.
I'm going to suggest after the car ride, we take 2 unnecessarily fancy carriages.
2 sounds good.
Yeah, that was a little cuddly for me.
Shame. Looks like you're gonna have to sit in somebody else's lap this time, Sweater.
Why don't we go with clans, and then Tommy and Anton, you can split cars.
Sure.
All right, so who is taking the first carriage?
Jump in that one.
Okay, so Jackson, Aaron, and who will be the third?
Anton, do you want to go first?
Sure. And I'll go into that one.
All right. And so then the second one will be Raphael, Hexadecimal, and Thomasina.
Lucky me.
And so
Before we go, I'm
Yes.
going to pass the machete to Aaron. You hold on to this.
Sure. No.
Yeah. I mean, I had it in my hand, so just away from the guy who originally had it, and I think you can toss it. I'm also trying to save him from Cyrus, so I would rather not have any sort of weapons. So that was
No,
side
between
combo.
you two, I'm more scared for him than of him.
Hey, Bendejo. You take care of that, all right?
I graciously hand it off to one of the glad hands and say, make sure this gets to the entrance with us.
Are we going?
all right, and so the first carriage takes off. Any conversation of note on your way up to the house?
I'm just sitting there.
I would like to apologize for my friend. He had a very rough time in the war. He's not a people person.
In the war.
Yeah, he was deployed.
Oh.
You know, that one that doesn't end currently? That one, yeah.
Okay. I thought you might have meant a different kind of war.
No. What kind of war?
You will learn about it in school. It is one that I am unfortunately a veteran of. Atlanta was not treated well during that time. But
Like the Civil? He's not that old.
no. I'm not that old either.
Okay.
A war of our kind. You may have missed it being so new. But,
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. So cool. Those happen. Awesome. Great.
They have not happened in quite some time. It has been about a decade since that one ended, and longer time since previous ones. Perhaps they happen again, but we'd like to hope not.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I meant like, you know, Middle East.
Right.
that.
Of course.
He's really actually very pleasant when it's just me around.
Of course. Sorry, I'm trying to keep record because I have to intake you and whatnot. You said that you were both turned a couple years ago?
He was. I was a couple years before that.
Okay, so 4 years.
Like 5,
Okay.
I guess, something like
And-
that. Yeah.
And relatively smooth sailing, just, run out of city here and there, no like deep interactions with people on the way.
I mean, almost killed multiple times, but yeah, I guess that's relatively
And
smooth
it's par for
sailing.
the course, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then
Okay,
yes,
but-
yeah, sure.
Yeah, but nothing else noteworthy. Trying to get the
I don't know what you would consider noteworthy.
I'm trying to get the handle of experiences. People run into all sorts of interesting people when they're fleeing from one place to the other. So
Yeah, no, mostly just people trying to shoot me.
Aaron,
Or
what are you
stab me.
making of this?
makes sense.
Jackson, do you have anyone of note? Someone who might be hesitant? Let me rephrase it. Someone who might come after you and make us
Oh.
hesitant to take you into the city.
No, I don't have like, I don't think anyone holds a grudge against me. I just didn't do the things they said I was supposed to do and questioned why I was supposed to do them. And then they were like, get out or we kill you.
Very interesting.
That's fair.
Or they just tried to kill me and I ran away.
Fair. And I'm just getting my phone, like, just sort of idly on my phone, but then in the middle of it, I'm texting Hex of, I may need you to pull that trick again when we're in the house. We'll talk about it.
And so with that, let's cut to the other carriage. Hex, Raphael, and Thomasina. How is your ride up going?
You'll roll out the red carpet for everyone you bring in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got DirecTV.
I'm honestly not sure if she does.
I don't remember.
Am
She
I gonna
has
be locked in a
cable.
room?
No.
No.
Okay. Kind
Have
of
you been before? Have you been locked in a room before?
like a couple times, yeah.
Sounds like fun times.
The second time was pretty fun. First time, not so much, no.
No? Where was
No.
the first one?
That was like El Paso or something like that. Yeah.
El Paso. Okay.
Yeah. It's nice this time of year because it's not hot as shit outside.
It does get pretty cold in the winter too. That was not too long ago then.
That was I'd say about a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Is that when you met your friend?
Oh no, Jackson? No. That was much later. That was like around the second time or anything like that. Jackson? That'll you're like a bump in a log, that guy. You know, he still listens to like Van Halen and stuff like that.
That sounds old.
God, yeah. Like ancient.
Mm-hmm.
What do you listen to, Raphael?
Oh, you know, a little bit of like New Orleans bounce, punk. Actually, I was talking to Jackson. I'd really like to come to Atlanta and catch a show or something here. It's the home of like Dungeon Family and stuff like that. So maybe catching something like that. But just normal stuff, what everybody listens to.
Okay.
Throat singing. Recently got into throat singing. That was pretty cool. There was a guy back in New Orleans that listened to that stuff, and I couldn't really take it at first, but it kind of rides into your ear a little bit. It's like a earworm.
New Orleans too, huh?
Yeah. That was the last place we were at.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm.
Did you meet anyone else there that you just kind of had to leave behind, or?
Oof. Well, at first I did, but I kind of rubbed people the wrong way a little bit. But like Jax, he's like you gotta like establish like connections with people or you're gonna be lonely and stuff like that. It's a long life you got, buddy. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But some people are assholes. And he's kind of an asshole, but he's like one of those good assholes that kind of like look after you and everything like that. He didn't really judge me too much, for the whole kind of thing.
We get
About
judged
this-
a lot.
About this time, Hex, your phone buzzes.
Okay. Looking at it, I get his text about tricks. Okay.
Y'all seem nice though, like you got like a very regal look about you. You said your name was Tommy, right? Yeah, you look dignified. And then there's like Hex over here is like just like fucking whatever, fucking really cool and shit like that. Like probably got the most style of the rest of you.
I mean,
I guarantee you, she's the one with the. I'm gonna just nod my head over to Hex and it's like, if I look regal, she's the one you need to treat like royalty.
aw, so
You know
nice.
exactly what I mean, Hex. Careful.
Okay, yeah, cool, yeah, like.
Raphael, have you ever eaten anything that wasn't a cat?
Yeah, but that was like a long time ago, man. I don't really like it. It makes me feel really bad, like when I do it, and then I'm like, look at them. They're just kind of like laying there, and and I start getting guilty about it, and so like I kind of was like, hey, stop that. So like, kind of like moved on to like cats, rats, goats, squirrels. Don't get a lot for squirrels, but goat's pretty good though. Goat is great.
Have you tried to eat any, like, food sense? Just tried it to see if it works for you.
Food?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah.
So back when I was in New Orleans, I got a beignet and I threw up all over the place. It was fucking
Noted.
It was funny. There was somebody that saw and they were very worried. They wanted to call me an ambulance for me.
Noted. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about that experience, but just wanted to check. So hopefully once you're here in the school, you'll definitely not have to worry about what it is you're eating or who.
Yeah, okay.
All right, and
Good.
so as you guys come up to the house, both carriages, there are two glad hands waiting out front in white suits with embroidered red roses on the lapels. Your welcomed in and brought into an extremely gaudy Italian Renaissance-style home. There's tapestries, vases, elaborate rugs, paintings, all manner of ostentatious glory. And descending from the staircase, you see the perfect visage of a Gibson girl, with pale blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and a Victorian dress so pristine you'd almost think it was brand new. And she gives you a broad smile and greets you. Well, hello, young ones. My goodness, 2 lost children tonight. Well, bless you both. I'm sure having each other has made these nights just so much more bearable. What are your names?
Raphael.
Jackson, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. Raphael and Jackson. Oh, pleasure to meet you. And now you, Mr. Raphael, you are clearly of the Nosferatu clan. Welcome. Mr. Jackson, what are you, darling? Do you know?
Yes, I am a gangrel.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. 2 fantastic Primogen that you'll meet in a few nights, I'm sure. If you don't mind, I'd like to give you a brief tour. Welcome to my school. Shepard, you're welcome to come along as well.
Yes.
I have something I want to talk to you about after this, so we might as well just all stick together. This way, gentlemen, look alive.
Wonderful. I want to talk to you as well.
And
I'm curious.
And so she leads you through seemingly endless corridors, pointing out bathrooms, dormitory rooms, libraries, study rooms, and she leads you both to a room that you would share. There's only 2 beds inside. She says, here you go. Since you 2 are coming in together, I assume you're friends. If you're not, oh well, you're about to become friends. So here will be your room. And what we do here is, begging your pardon if all of this is new to you, but there are many people who don't have the luxury of being raised in our society, so what we do is get you a bit acclimated to our way of life here and get you connected with all the right people.
And-
Connections are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just as peachy as a cobbler on a hot day.
Oh, I love you. You are just adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you 2 get settled in? I'm gonna go talk to the shepherds here real quick, and then we'll be back to talk about curriculum and friends and all that, okay?
Sounds
great.
just exquisite. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Y'all enjoy your room. And she's gonna slowly shut the door. And leave.
As we're walking with Olivia, I'm going to tell her that, you know, the few weird things that seemed suspicious, and
well, so
coordinate.
as you're walking, before you speak, Olivia just and she leads you to a room that is unfamiliar to a lot of you. Cyrus, where are you right now?
Following the coterie.
Okay, have you dropped unseen?
Not yet.
Okay. And so Cyrus, as they come into the room, this is a room you recognize. A room you have been in here before.
Huh?
It's Olivia's private office. It is quite cozy with ornate cherrywood desk, armchairs, walls lined with bookshelves containing books with no title, but a definite show of age going further along as the shelves go, almost as if they're in chronological order by age. And Aaron, this is a room that in your entire time in the school, you never got to see this room, so this is a much more personal space for Olivia. And she waits until everyone is in. Yes, Hex.
Have I been in this room, and are there red roses?
There are no roses, and you have not been in this room before.
Okay, thank you.
And so she closes, she gives everyone a chance to come in, pauses for a moment, assuming that there's more, and then shuts the door behind everyone. Cyrus, will you choose to drop it now?
I will.
Okay. She goes, oh, there you are. All right. Thank you for bringing those 2 in.
of course.
I'll get them sorted in time, don't worry. And Anton, I would appreciate it if you left the 2 of them to me for now. There is a number of things that I have been warned about, and things going on in the city that my son has made me aware of. I'm going to be taking a bit more of a hands-on approach, at least in the intake process.
I think that may be best because they have claimed to have no issues coming in here, but they both were very recently bloodbound. Not at the moment, but very recently.
People do have a tendency to take advantage of young, stupid kindred.
Mm-hmm.
They were expecting us.
They were expecting us as well, yes. They chalked it up to somebody told them out of the goodness of their heart to wait for us and gave them a series of instructions that we have never given anybody and never fell in line with any lost childhood that we have picked up.
I'll keep a mind for it, but your reputation as the Shepherds has preceded you, and I think word is getting around that if you need somewhere to go, there is a squad that will pick you up.
Yes, but it seemed off to be very specifically expecting us the way that they did.
I'll keep that in
not even
mind.
surprised when we showed up. And
I'll keep it in mind, and I'll keep an eye out for who might be alerting people as to the Shepherds, because
there were strange discrepancies in words, changes between I and we with them.
there's two of them.
Yes, but when one of them says we picked up the other one, it makes me wonder who.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I'd
For what?
intended on us keeping an eye on them, but if you would prefer that we don't.
We'll see. As for what I want to talk to you about,
Yes.
all of us Primogen received this, and she goes over to her desk. One each day over the course of the previous week on our nightstands. And she passes to you, Thomasina, a crisp white envelope with no postage on it, no identifying marks. There is something inside.
On your dressing table, you said, or on your side table?
Yes. Next to my bed.
And I'm going to just quickly glance over to Cyrus and just see what his reaction to this is.
He shakes his head.
And I'm gonna go ahead and open it.
Okay. Inside is a paper looking to be quite crisp and official. The letterhead looks to be from Emory Hospital, though no doctor name, it's generic letterhead. The text has been printed, and there is no sign of handwriting on the page. And it says, "For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust."
And I'm gonna immediately hand that to Anton.
And
And
yeah, I'm gonna-
Thomasina, as you are familiar with biblical scripture, that is Matthew 5:45.
I'll take it, and as I read it, spirits touch again, because this seems like a threat, and I want to know who had it before it got
Okay.
to Olivia. I do not get hungrier. Uh, 9 successes, critical.
There is 0 read on this paper.
And I'm just going to lean over to him and say, Does Dr. Carter need to know about this?
This is the hospital, not the university, but I think that I think we all need to know a bit about this, because I cannot sense anybody that has touched this past the people in this room.
And I know what it clearly looks like. I've shown Elijah he feels the same. I don't know how they got in, unless it was someone coming in through the shadows. Or it's just someone trying to scare us. Either way, it's not going to work.
Whoever did, they are capable of, or they're capable or knowledgeable enough to hide them touching it, them being the one in possession of it.
When
And
you
that means
say
that they're aware.
the Primogen, does that include Dot?
Yes, every single one of us. We would have been more concerned if one showed up on Alpha's desk. But
What did he say about this?
Alpha thinks it's Alejandro trying to pull some bullshit.
No, it's not his style.
No.
I agreed much in the same.
I bet this is Lydia.
Who?
Who's that?
I think that was her name.
And who is this Lydia? I don't know one.
No.
She's the Mies. And she's the head of a new Sabbat sect that's in the city that Alpha and I have been hunting for a couple weeks now.
Oh, wonderful. Those little scud crawlers are back.
You know how biblical they are.
I guess.
I'm sorry.
There's a twisted liturgy.
I apologize. Miss Grace, how many days ago did this begin?
It started... Well, most recent would be the one on Denise's nightstand, and that was 2 days ago, so whatever 8 days before that.
What about Tabitha?
Tabitha's gotten one as well.
I hate to be conspiratorial, but that lines up with the timeline that the two of them gave us for showing up in the city as well, and I'm already suspicious.
Well, then I will interrogate as much as I need to, and if they are Sabbat, then I will just call Tilly. She
think that
has
may be wise.
Tilly has a way of changing minds.
You have mentioned. I think that may be wise.
I know they have someone from each clan with them. Alpha and I took out 12 to 14 of them a few weeks ago.
Oh, disgusting.
That is quite a lot.
Who took
Yeah.
all that out by your little lonesome?
Oh, the two of them, yeah?
I think Alpha took out 1 or 2.
And the rest was you. Good job, young man.
And
Yes, darling.
while Cyrus and Olivia are talking, I'm going to go over to Anton and say, this is from the hospital. Is there any possibility that they know about his wife?
I don't think so. She works at the university. They're rather separated. This is a cause for investigation of its own merit. But I don't know.
I can see the letterhead read out loud. Why would someone put it on such an obvious letterhead? Someone had to type this up. Maybe we can go back and, I don't know, check some of the feeds.
Because it's bait, Hex.
It is also possible that it made it easier for them to not come into contact with it directly,
That or
so that
obvious-
not find out anything.
it's an obvious place to set a trap. Obviously, they're gonna go search there. It's the perfect setup. What I would do.
Well then, I will keep my eye out for everything. I will report to you if I need to, Mr. Scourge. As of right now, while this letter may be bait for us, as far as I'm concerned, if these two are nefarious, then they can be bait as well.
Are you sure that we shouldn't see what they're up to while they're here?
Oh, darling, that's the easy way to do it. Stronger people have tried to kill me.
Very fair.
I'm a Toreador, I'm not a kitty cat.
I was thinking more of just keeping eyes on them while they are here, not
That's my
being
job.
a protection detail.
That's my job, darling. Now, let me see you out. And as she walks you out, we are going to move to Jackson and Raphael. This is a decently nice room you've been given. Definitely nicer than what you had before. 2 queen-size beds, dressers, even a small washroom. There's a figure outside the window, though. Pretty far off. You can barely make it out, but you know who it is. You can either try and sneak out to the tree line, or you can open the window and let her in. What would you like to do?
Jax.
Muted.
Hey, kid.
Yeah.
You want to sneak out of here, or do you want to sit and relax?
We just got here. We just moved in, we're unpacking our stuff. Might as well just, let's christen the joint.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get some fresh air in here. I open the window.
All right. And so as the window opens, in nearly a flash, standing in the room now is a woman about medium height, skin pale white but bruised in shades of blue and green, ridges going out from her bald head, her eyes solid black and slightly larger than they should be, her fangs sharp, stretching her blood red smile, her long fingernails dancing. She says, "Hello, my dear hurricanes.
Ma'am.
How are you doing without your pack?"
It's comfy.
Certainly looks it. Gauche for my taste.
Yeah, a little.
One moment. And I go ahead and grab my phone and I put it on some music, some loud hip hop, just in case. There we go.
Fantastic. Now that you've proven yourselves competent at getting in, we can move on to the next steps.
Yeah, you were vague on that point.
Yeah. It's a shame all the new recruits got torched by the prince.
Yeah,
But that's
well,
all right. Now we know his name and his face, as well as his little hitman. Such
Good to see him.
sloppy work of an arrogant tower.
Yeah. Didn't see him.
It's fine. You're not missing much. What he has in looks, he loses in brains immediately. This Camarilla, though, they're unusual. Lord knows if they let Dot be in charge of anything, they're not a true Camarilla. That means we have a even better chance of reclaiming our stronghold. I've got the Furies working on a handful of anarchs we found in College Park. The Gladiators are working on Ventru Tower as we speak. And the Blackjacks have already pinpointed 2 consistent routes of some key players, and the Moonrunners have already discovered some encrypted files in the military base labeled Operation Black Star. Whatever
Sounds
that
ominous.
means. Whatever it means, I'm sure it's going to be real fun. I need the 2 of you to play pretty with everyone else here. For now.
Not a problem.
They stink.
Not a problem.
The rogues.
Everyone stinks to you.
The rogues have a member that has a cousin that just went through here. Her name's Jenna. She was recently relinquished to the gangrel, so there's a path for you, Jackson. As for you, Raphael, I need you to endear yourself to the Nosferatu Primogen however you see fit. She's not nearly as ivory as everyone else would like her to be. At least, not if she's the person I remember.
Always good to have a bagman that's willing to do whatever to keep a warm meal and a roof over your head.
Exactly. And if she's still in the organ trade, that's as good as any. There's plenty of secrets to be found in whatever slum she finds herself in these days.
I'll be sure to
Jackson-
find a hole.
Jackson, for your Primogen. Oh, darling. She is a straight shooter. You're gonna have to be very careful. But she has this funny little notion that all gangrels should live together on a happy little compound by a lake. So that means...
Why?
Oh, some family bullshit, I don't know, whatever wolf analogy you want to throw at it.
That's why I'm not a wolf. Fine. That's doable.
Just Accept a home. Get close to whoever you need to. Find Jenna and find her quick. She'll get you connected with her cousin.
Not a problem, ma'am.
Thank you. And as for the rest of your pack, you can have them back when I get, meanwhile, worthful information. And not a moment sooner.
We won't let you down, Bishop.
Thank you, darling. And in a moment, she is gone again.
You have to listen to that racket.
What, you don't like it?
At least put on metal. That's fine.
Yet. And I go grab it and I change the music. Change the music. So, you gonna try to shimmy up close with old Sweater out there? You gonna play the whole lone wolf thing?
You know I don't play well with dogs.
Yeah. They're fun to keep around.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe.
Good. Good.
What about you?
I'm gonna keep on playing stupid. You know, the whole young, dumb, full of cum thing.
Yeah,
We'll see if it
yeah.
sticks.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's
Oh,
It
I don't
works for
know
you.
nothing about nothing, you know. I'm just wandering around here. Oh, goodness me. Like a little, just wallflower shrinking by the moment.
You're an asshole. Oh, but is she for real? What's her face? Seriously? This place? Wow. What the hell is wrong with people?
Hey,
Oh.
just make sure you don't bring up Sherman or nothing, okay? It might, make her irate.
Yeah. Oh. It's okay. I thought Cyclops back there was implying that you served in the Civil War, and I was very confused for a minute.
Did you see how he got when I called him Cyclops? He just like cruel. He wanted
was
to
great.
jump at my throat. Oh, it was worth it.
It was
Oh,
beautiful. That was a beautiful moment.
It's been such a long time since I've gotten action. Oh, just let me at him.
No, calm down. Calm down. Slow and steady. Just relax. We got this.
Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all.
And
Aces.
with the success of your mission looming over the ability of your pack to be let out of their current condition, we're going to go back to the coterie, who Olivia has ushered you out to your car and said her goodnights.
Olivia, before we part,
Yes,
how is Elijah doing?
he's doing quite well. He's a bit nervous, but he's getting there. He's already had to discipline one young upstart who just isn't familiar with how we do things around here.
I'm sure the job will keep him plenty busy.
I'll
If-
let him know you were concerned.
If I may have one of his nights, if I could use one of the safe rooms just to vent a little bit and just have him watching, I would really appreciate it.
Of course, darling. You know where they are. Just, let Elijah know when you're coming, and I'll make sure one of the rooms are ready for you.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything I can do for the rest of you lovely folks?
Be back tomorrow to start teaching.
Cyrus, how are you, darling?
Stares at her.
I figured as much. Hex, dear?
As good as it can get. Oh, I would make a note. The one in red had a machete. Maybe I don't know. He seemed kind of nervous about it, but maybe keep that away from him. I don't think he'll need it in the classroom.
Oh,
No, I will
no.
not.
We of course strip all weaponry from Lost Childer. I am not unfamiliar with one's armed to the teeth. Not quite like you, Cyrus. But nonetheless, Elijah used to get up to a lot in his younger days.
You'll have to tell us about this sometime.
Oh, he would just shrink if I did.
That's why.
Thomasina, dear, how are you? How's the job?
It's new. I'm learning. You're a teacher. You know how long it can take to learn something new. And we managed to learn at least how to bring in a couple of people who made the job too easy. I know you'll be wary. I'm just don't like it.
Of course. Of course. Well, you all have yourselves a wonderful little night. I'll make sure to keep an eye on these two.
Please
Let us
do.
know if you need anything.
And so as you all head out for the night, somewhere across the city, lounging in a very, very dank basement, surrounded by iron caging, in her own chair of suspicious materials, Bishop Lydia is lounging, reshaping the ridges on her head, reforming her eyes, taking an evening with her vicissitude and flesh crafting to make something new of herself, something more beautiful, maybe even terrifyingly beautiful, so that she can properly introduce herself to the Prince of Atlanta. And that is where we are going to leave off for this story. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you for helping us hit our goal. Let's see if we can double that goal this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hell
why
yeah,
don't
guys.
we go around the screen and everyone introduce yourselves? Let's start with Anton.
Hi, I'm Zachary Vaudo. I'm part of this. I'm on Twitter. Yep, it's Zach, Z-A-K. You can also find me back when we get back to January. You'll find me over on Level Up TTV for Vancouver Adjacent by Night, and on Wednesdays I'll be over on Gehenna Gaming doing a cult game, and then wherever else I might wander.
And Thomasina?
I'm Leona Rör. You can find me on Twitter as well. And off the top of my head, I can't remember my handle, but if you follow ATL by Night, I guarantee you'll find me somewhere in there. I think it's at Roar Leona. You can also find me on Instagram at Hunt for Your Pride. And you can find me on our Discords as well, both on our RP Discord. There's a lot going on for the Patreon folks out there. You can find me there, and yeah.
And Aaron.
So my name is Tyler Sutherland. I'm pretty social media hermit, but I'm on Instagram at blackbelt_Tyler if you're looking for some fun and cool and sometimes messy food pics.
And Hex.
Hi, I'm Renee Cooper. You can find me on Instagram at PeachyConPrincess. I'm also on Twitter at PeachyMaid, but I'm not as updated there. And I will do definitely better to meet you guys in the Discord so we can have fun conversations. I'm not missing out on conversations and cool stories. But yeah, Instagram or Twitter.
And Cyrus.
Hey, I'm Dustin Fletcher. You can find me when I'm not here every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm one of the co-DMs of D4. And other than that, on various charity streams here and there, but you can find me on Twitter at FlashFletch. It's the best place to see what I'm doing that week and whatnot.
And our first special guest, Raphael.
Hi, I'm Wes Franks, or Brother Wes, of Carrying Comfort Studios. You can find us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Carrying Comfort Studios, where in January, we're starting back with more Iron City by Night, my own V5 Chronicle that is set in Birmingham, Alabama, just right down the road from Atlanta. as well as we have some more stuff coming up, including January 1st is the very first episode of a game that I'm sure will piss Disney off, of Kingdom Hearts, the Interstitial War, using the Interstitial or Hearts Entwined system. So if you like Kingdom Hearts, all that good stuff, go ahead and check it out. You'll see some, it'll be run by Nick of Gehenna Gaming, and there will be some excellent familiar faces there. So go ahead and check that out. You can also find me at Twitter, at Comfort Carrion for the streams Twitter, and then at Brother X West for my own Twitter, if in case you want shit posting or hot takes or anything like that. I'll be right there.
All right, and Jackson.
I'm Ian Muller of Gehenna Gaming. You can find us over at gehennagaming.com or twitch.tv/Gehenna Gaming, or Gehenna Gaming on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. You can find me as at Ravnos, completely different clan, on all social medias. It'll either be at Ravnos or Ravnos13. And you can also find me starting again in January over on Carrion Comfort Studios, playing a different vampire named Aaron for Iron City by Night.
And I have been your storyteller, Ellie Collins. You can find me on Twitter at Ellie_A_Collins or at ATL By Night. And ATL By Night picks back up with our 4th season on January 5th. And you can also catch me on Iron City by Night when they return playing a Nosferatu. Thank you guys again so much. And huge thank you to World of Darkness and Outstar for putting this on and for allowing us to be part of this wonderful event. We love you all very much. Take care. Thank you. And good night.